Can you please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps, and we honor both America and Canada in the playing of the national anthems.
Good afternoon from the Bloomington Ice Gardens in Bloomington. More action in the show as we have Great Lakes and Pacific. Jeff Pappas with you. Kennedy Conference matchup. Great Lakes still looking for its first win. 0-3. They play a Pacific team that won for the first time yesterday. They are 1-2. And to stay in touch with International and have any chance of catching East Coast for third place. This game of great importance to both of these teams. Ready to get it underway. Great Lakes will work right to left as we call the first period for you. McCullen Hayes is in goal, and the goal to our right. And in the left-hand goal, Corbin Rodel from Pacific. Ready to get our game underway here in the cozier environs of the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Yesterday, of course, at Mariucci Arena, a big day for everybody. We're ready to drop the puck, and the puck is down. We're underway, and it's Eric Ripka bringing it into the Great Lakes zone. And now here they come out, an immediate 2-on-1 for Great Lakes. And this is Chase Zakrisky. Throws a pass across and a goal! The first goal of the game on the first shot. It's Dylan Rayfall scoring for Great Lakes. Zakrisky will get an assist, and it comes 19 seconds into the game. So Great Lakes starts out just the right way with a goal on their first shot. And now Rayfall, who got that goal, and a lovely feed from Zakrisky, brings it in. Zakrisky bumps it ahead, looking for Rayfall along the boards, and now it's played in deep by Colin Baker. Rayfall behind the goal. Back to the point. And a shot by Baker is deflected wide, and Pacific will back into their zone. Now here comes Pacific in over the line. This is Eugene Park, number 71. And a centering pass and an opportunity in front is turned away off the stick of Landon Nagel. Now back comes Great Lakes, leading 1-0. And they bring it into the zone. Mahoney tried to leave a drop pass, and it's going to come back out to center. And chasing it down for Great Lakes, Kyle Kanzinger. Number 7, he plays to the middle for Liam Campbell. Knocked off his stick, and Pacific will attack. Caden Halliday with a shot that goes wide of the goal to the right as McCullen Hayes looks at it. And Pacific has to come out to center. Knocked into their zone, back behind their blue line, and it's played ahead by Miles Copeland, number 37, in deep to the left corner. Now back behind the Great Lakes goal, Oliver Swoboda, number 4. Flips it towards the right point. And a flip will go behind the net off the stick of Halliday. And on the far corner, they will battle hard for the puck. And it comes to the left point. Copeland takes a shot. Easy stick save there for Hayes. Back behind the goal. 12:32 to go in the opening period. And here comes Great Lakes out. But they are unable to complete the transfer at center ice. And here comes Ripka in. And he lost it. Didn't have any help as Pacific is changing. And now down the wing comes Great Lakes. Camden Guyette, number 16. Puck off to the far boards and now out to center. Wyatt Tower, number 6, plays it in, and Great Lakes attacks with 3. Goes back to the right point. Tower plays it forward and chasing it down. In the left corner, Harshdeep Sarma. Now Ricker Swanson, along the far side boards, tries to clear it and can't. Loose in the high slot, and Pacific will break out. And it's Ripka over the line, and they're offside. We'll get a face-off. 3 minutes, 18 seconds gone in the first period. Rafal from Sakriski, the goal at 19 seconds for Great Lakes. Looking for a good start, and they have one so far. Play at neutral ice from the face-off as Guyette tries to play it forward. And it's knocked back deep into his defensive zone, but now he has it on the half wall. Can't get it past Declan Lee at the right point and played down, so the Pacific offense will set up, or try to. Loose along the near side boards, played towards Lee at the right point, and it dribbles towards the blue line. Does it get out? No. But played back deep into the zone. Having trouble getting out, and Ripka almost freed up a loose puck for a good in-close scoring chance. Now it's played ahead. Past Guyette, and now here comes Pacific down the wing. Swanson on his backhand, looking for Ripka in front, can't get it to him. And Great Lakes will take care of business behind its goal. 10:50 to go in the period. It comes about to center. And along the far boards, Park is not able to play it in. Comes rink wide towards Luke Arsenault, and then now the puck knocked back to the blue line. Ivan Krampetich plays it, and it won't get out of the zone. Jake Kanzinger centers, and Nagel will take it to the left corner of his own zone. Off the wall for Park. At center, nice move by Eugene Park over the line, works to his right, cuts back to his forehand, and brings it right in on goal, but then was forced behind, so he did everything but shoot there. And Great Lakes trying to clear their zone. They do get it to center, and it hops the stick of Sakriski, and that'll be an icing call. So we'll go back for a face-off in the Great Lakes zone. 10 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the opening period. First of 4 games this afternoon and evening from the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Second full day of play in this tournament, which started on Monday. Puck is in the Great Lakes zone. Drop to the left point, and a shot by Krumpetich goes off the traffic, wide to the far side. Ray Follow has the only goal in this game. Waiting for another opportunity to get out there. Now a shot by Landon Nagel blocked at the traffic, and now it winds up in the near side corner. After it, Caden Halliday tries to center it, and now it comes out to center. Here comes Great Lakes. And the puck stolen away. And this is Copeland closing in. He goes behind the goal. Comes out the near side. Tried to pass it across, and it's blocked. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to have a bench minor, I think. I got too many men out there. No, we're not. I thought that looked good, but we have a face-off outside the blue line. I'm not sure what he called, frankly. But he did, and that's the important thing. Here's Bowe taking a shot, and a 6 save by Hayes. No rebound, and he gets the stoppage. 9:06 to go in period 1. Coming up today, 3 more games. South and North America play at 4:15. East Coast and Manitoba play in the evening session at 6. And Midwest and North will face at 7:45 on our final game of today. Grayson Bowe plays it ahead, and now Great Lakes takes it to center. Copeland rink wides it back into their zone, and he puts it on the tape for Abraham Brown. Tries to come in front, can't. Bowe carries on, though, in the circle. He takes a shot, and it goes behind the net. Great Lakes able to clear to the point, but not out. And there's a shot by David Ross that is deflected rink wide. Bowe along the far boards leaves a drop for Copeland. Now back to Bowe, comes in front and laying loose. And a shot goes behind the net. Bowe trying to come in front with it. Lost possession, now it's banked off the boards. And Ross will reclaim it at center for Pacific. Over the line comes Brown. They're 3 wide. Abraham Brown goes to his backhand and then is forced off at the last moment. Nice play by Baker along the boards. And Pacific digs it out again. Great Lakes trying to keep him to the outside there. You see their discipline in their defensive setup. Puck rolls out towards Sarma at the left point. He puts it in front. A backhand shot by Brown is blocked at the defense and cleared ahead. And right now, Great Lakes is looking to clear their zone and get rid of some of the pressure on them. This is Jake Kanzinger behind the goal in the circle. He'll carry it himself. Drop pass and a bouncing shot onto the goaltender. So Great Lakes able to clear their zone and make something happen. Mahoney in the far corner. He goes down. The puck is dug out and played out to center ice. Rink wide back into the zone by Oliver Curtis. Now here's an outlet pass that is stolen away. Centering pass by Rayfall, loose in the crease, jammed at under the goaltender, and a stoppage. Great Lakes comes close to a second goal, and now Ripka came in. He didn't like something that he saw there and delivered a shove, and we'll get a face off to the right of the Pacific goaltender Corbin Rodel. Sakriski lost the face off. It comes back behind the net, and Ross comes out the left side. Lobs one up the middle, nicely done, and it is a breakaway for Ripka. He's going in, he shoots, and a save made by Hayes. Didn't give him a whole lot to shoot at. Now it's stolen away in the center circle by Arsenault. He plays to the left, and it's too far for Ripka. Turned back along the half boards and now played back behind the Great Lakes goal. Past the halfway point in the first period, 1-0. Great Lakes is on top. Now played to Ripka, spins, centers, they score! And a nice play by Ripka, and the game is tied at 1. And I believe that is going to be Arsenault getting the goal. We'll wait and see. Time of the goal is 8:49, and we're even at 1. But Ripka should get the assist in any event. Puck played to center. Arsenault will shoot it ahead and back into the Great Lakes zone to the left. Pacific starting to assert a little bit here. Having just scored the tying goal, they'll come out in front. Shot and a save made by Hayes. Couple of swipes at it. It's still free, and now the referee loses sight of the puck and blows the whistle as Landon Nagel came close. Puck down.
Scoring for Team Pacific, number 13, Riker Swanson. Assisted by number 36, Ivan Kirkponic, and number 34, Eric Rinko. Time to go 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first period.
Okay, 6. It was 13 instead of 18, so Swanson gets the goal, and now they score again. Pacific on top, and it's David Ross sneaking in. Time of the goal, 9:45, so twice now, and Pacific is ahead 2-1. Was that Ross? No, that was Arsenault.
Assisted by number 9, Landon Nagel.
So 2 goals from Pacific, and I got them both wrong. How do you like that? Now comes out to center, and it's turned back by Copeland. His pass is intercepted, and over the line comes Guyette for Great Lakes. Tries to shake a check, comes to the far corner. Centering pass comes all the way up the slot. Here's a drive and a save on a shot by Kyle Kanzinger from the right point. Save made by Rodel, and we'll have a face-off in the Pacific zone to his left with 4:41 to go in the first. Pacific now on top 2-1. Swanson and Arsenault get the goals for Pacific. Nagel the lone assist on the last one. Here's Swoboda shooting, and that doesn't get through. And here comes Brown to center ice. He lets Gellin come through to the left. Gellin looking, centering, and it goes off the goaltender's stick behind the net. Loose there. Here's a race for the right post, won by the defenseman on that side. Now it's cleared back into the Pacific zone, and behind the play we have a whistle. And the goaltender's stick is about as far away from the goaltender as I think I've ever seen it. We'll have a face-off outside the Pacific blue line with 4:13 to play. Back into the zone, and here's Copeland. He tried a D-to-D pass and put it on his own goal, so that's a shot on goal, or it's counted as a save anyway. And Curtis spins, plays the puck to center, and now here they come 3-on-1 if they can catch up to the puck, but Sakrisky had it run off his stick. It comes right onto the goaltender. And a stoppage by Rodel as he falls on it. Face-off coming up in the Pacific zone. .352 remaining in period number 1. Face-off to the right of Corbin Rodel. Sakrisky on the draw. Picked up now by Declan Lee. Sakrisky gives it over to Rayfall, who has their goal. A centering pass, loose at the right edge, comes onto the goaltender, one save. And now it comes back to the left point. Diagonal pass for Rayfall in the slot. Sakrisky had to go between his feet, and he couldn't shoot. Loose to the near boards. And that's Camden Nimmer for Great Lakes trying to play it forward, but lost possession behind the goal, rung around on the far side. Now a centering pass from Mahoney that doesn't connect. Sakrisky working very hard. A between the legs pass, and Great Lakes trying to find some space. A centering pass by Rayfall comes through to the near side boards. Part of a good shift here Nagel plays it around on the near side, and that's stolen away. Comes out to the high slot. Shot, deflected, rebound is steered wide. Wyatt Tower with the first shot. And we're going to have puck to the near corner now. Rolls to the slot. Here's a shot, save made, rebound, steered away as Rayfall again put one on goal. Puck comes to the far side and rolls to the blue line and out to center, and now Ripka will bring it ahead 1-5 as his teammates change. Ripka comes behind the goal, steers it to the circle and then lost possession. Pacific will take possession of the puck though, so he did a great job there. Landon Nagel comes out of the corner, comes to the blue line, and the puck out to center. Arsenault, who has a goal, fed over to the right, and over the line they come. Landon Nagel forced wide. Puck in the far corner. Now Gavin Smith leaves a drop pass, and Great Lakes will clear it ahead to the point, and it's held in, but only momentarily. Now here comes Great Lakes, 3 wide. Over the line, a shot, a save, a rebound, and it's right into the goaltender. Couple of good chances. For Great Lakes. Rayfall with the first one, and he's had quite an effective game. Face-off coming up to the left of Rodel. Play in the left corner, picked up there. And Copeland will try to knock it ahead, and does, but holding it up along the half wall. Great Lakes, nice play there again by Colin Baker, but it comes out to center anyway. And Pacific will gain the blue line as Nimmer on the back check. Now behind the Great Lakes goal, 1:24 to go in the first period, 2-1 Pacific. Puck comes towards the blue line and finally out to center where Brown has it, and he's having control issues there as Cade Strom takes it from him. Over the line they come. Comes to the right edge of the goal. Now Strom in to help out. Players from both teams. Now a centering pass, sharp angle opportunity there by Jay Kanzinger, and that comes to nothing. Picked up by Brown along the far boards, flipped to the line and played out to center. Last minute of play in the first period. Now played ahead by Grayson Bowe, into the zone. And Pacific gets some zone time here with under a minute to go in the first period. Comes to the far side boards, and Camden Nimmer looks to play it forward. Loose to the half wall. And now a shot goes wide of the goal as Baker was unable to clear it. Puck to the near side boards. And a penalty coming here on Great Lakes. It's going to be a tripping penalty on Colin Baker, and a power play coming up for Pacific. First for either team in the game. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 36 seconds. And the clocks did not stop, so they may put time back on here. And the clock wound down to 2.6 seconds. Now they put 26 back on, which is what they should do. Puck over to the left point. Now in the high slot. Ripka throws it across, and it's going to be cleared all the way back into the Pacific zone. And won't go far enough for icing. Goes to the left corner, and Nagel plays it ahead. And that will do it for our first period in 5 seconds as the puck comes out to center ice. Ripka, though, steals it. 2-1, takes a shot, and it goes over the top of the cage at the buzzer, and that ends the first period. Pacific leading Great Lakes 2-1. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with our second period next. You're enjoying the show 2019 on the Youth Hockey Hub. far walls here, 3 for Ontario and 1 for the defending champion New England. Year number 5 of this event. Sponsored by the Youth Hockey Hub. And now the puck down and the second period is underway, and Sakriski will carry it in. 1:26 of power play for Pacific as the second period gets underway. Puck is loose in the slot, cleared and passed. Arsenault and out to center, and here's a break for Rayfall. He's got a breakaway, straight hustle. Rayfall on his backhand. He goes in, he shoots, and a save is made by Pacific goaltender Corbin Rodel. Nice hustle by Dylan Rayfall. Face-off coming up to the right of Rodel. Good short-handed rush there. And play is behind the net. Long outlet pass on the left. And it's Swanson over the line. Stops the top of the right circle as the goaltender looks at it. Now he's along the half wall to Copeland. Plays it down low. Deflection right on. Cleared and just wide on the rebound. Swanson back to Copeland at the left point. Back to Swanson in the near corner. He'll go back behind the net now to Eric Ripka, and it's intercepted and cleared back out to center. 37 seconds to go in the power play, and Pacific will bring it back in over the line. That is Landon Nagel playing it forward, but he lost possession, cleared around on the far side, looking for Swoboda in the left corner. Rolls towards the blue line. It's picked up by Copeland, a shot, and a save by Hayes. Back behind the net, Ripka has it. He's looking for help. Ripka has a man in front, but the pass is tipped before it can get there. And in the high slot, the puck is cleared back down by Declan Lee. Now Nagel behind the net. 4 seconds to go in the penalty. Puck comes to the near side boards and picked up there by Liam Campbell for Great Lakes. Plays it out to center. Lee is there to intercept and plays it in. Smith nudged off the puck, but Nagel is there to carry on. Now back to Lee at the left point. D-to-D pass to the right side. And there's a shot that goes wide off the stick of Arsenault. Now Great Lakes gets possession along the far boards and is able to tip to center. Arsenault lays it back. And now into the Pacific zone it goes, chasing it down there. And bringing it behind the net. Parshdeep Sarna now cleared up the near side. Here comes Pacific to center. Looking for some space along the far boards is Park. He spins over to Copeland, and it was bouncing on everybody. Nagel to the near side. Landon Nagel centers, blocked by Kanzinger. That would be Jake. Now along the near boards. Copeland takes a shot that goes behind the net on the carom. Park has it along the goal line extended, and now Great Lakes will gain possession in the left corner of their zone. But again, an aggressive forecheck there, and Park picks up a loose puck. He feeds the right point. Arsenault has it, flattens it out, shoots. It goes off the defense and over the top of the cage. And now Park again winning a battle. He looks to center it. Now behind the net, it's golfed around on the near side. Copeland will get there first, top of the circle. He centers it, and it's deflected back to Copeland at the left point. Closes in for another shot. That one is saved by Hayes. And Great Lakes is able to clear to the blue line and out to center. Copeland plays it back in with men trapped, but they tag up. Pacific is able to get a change now with the puck in the offensive zone. Nice work by them. Long pass to center, picked up by Copeland on the red line, and he shoots it back in. So Pacific has managed to change during this entire segment. And here's Copeland at the left point. Puck in front, and a backhanded shot. A nice opportunity there for Gellin that doesn't connect. And Great Lakes trying to clear it out of their zone. They're tired on defense, and the puck comes all the way back to center. And finally, they'll be able to get a change in as the puck is blown down for an icing call. 11:13 to go in the second period. Pacific 2, Great Lakes 1. Dylan Rayfall scoring the first goal of the game on the first shot of the game, 19 seconds in, but since then Pacific has come back with 2. Face off to Hayes' right. Goes back behind the goal, and Nimmer feeds the far side. And here comes Rayfall to center. Tried to play it ahead for Cotrano, and now it is relayed on in, but Arsenault is there first, and he takes it around the net. Tries to clear. And and 2 gray shirts. Forechecking in the corner, and now behind the goal. Guyette tried to play it forward, and it winds up in the far corner. Bow flips it high and back into the Great Lakes zone, and they'll come back for it. Pass to center, relayed in by Catrano, and it will come to the left of the goal. Arsenault has it for Pacific. 10:30 left in the second period of our first game, first of 4 here today. Played to the blue line, and Bow couldn't control it, had to stop. Now it's played back in, and Great Lakes will get possession back. 10:17 to go in the period. Puck is tipped ahead into the zone by Catrano, and Ross has it. Plays it to center for Swanson, and here comes Pacific. Swanson over the line. Takes it wide, working there against Dawson Ball for Great Lakes, and now possession is Ross's at the left point. He shoots, and that goes off the defense, comes up the slot. And a follow-up and a good save by Hayes on a shot by Ripka. Hayes took that one right in the midsection. Here's a centering pass, and Hayes will make the stop against his left post and get a stoppage. 5 minutes and 18 seconds gone in the second period. It's 2-1 for Pacific. From the face-off, here they come. Rayfall over the line, leaves it, and a partial break. Shot, save made, rebound, scoop behind the goal. Opportunity for Mahoney there for Great Lakes. Now they work it back to the point. Here's a shot. Knuckler, rebound, they score! And Great Lakes has tied the game at 2-2 at the 5:37 mark of the second period. I think it's Mahoney. His jersey is tucked in. We'll see what they announce. 5:37 is the time of the goal. But we're back to blank paper. 2-2 here in the second period. Play is in the Great Lakes zone. Back behind the goal, Nagel feeds the far side. And Pacific will try to rebound.
Scoring for Team Great Lakes, number 9, Camden Guyette. Assisted by number 15, Jake Kamzinger. Time to go 9 minutes and 23 seconds in the second period.
Puck is loose in front, and the rosters the PA announcer has are different than the ones I have. I can tell you that. So I'm hoping I'm getting the names of all these young men correct. Some jerseys have names on the back and others don't. And unless they've changed all their jerseys, I have that goal as Mahoney from Rayfall, and I got something completely different with the same numbers from the PA announcer. So if I'm wrong, I'm going to apologize right now. Play over the line, and Pacific brings it behind the goal. And looking to set up shop in the offensive zone. Low centering pass, sticked away by Baker. Comes to the right point. And played down for Gavin Smith in the far corner. But Great Lakes looking to clear their lines, and they do. They'll break out to center. And here they come with 3 wide. Rayfall over the line, and he plays it to the near side corner. Leaves a drop to the half wall for Mahoney. Comes to the right point. Baker flips a shot right on goal, and a save by Rodel. Face-off coming up. 7:43 to go in the second period, coming up on the halfway point of our game, as a matter of fact, with a score 2-2. Rayfall and Mahoney for Great Lakes, Swanson and Arsenault for Pacific. Play is in the left corner. Rolls up the slot, and here's a shot from the point by Camden Nimmer that fails to get through the defense. Now here comes Pacific over the line. Centering pass, saved by Hayes, and the puck is underneath him. Puck is in the net, but the whistle had already gone, as Nathan Crowlin had poked the puck into the net, but the referee had already blown play dead. So No goal, and we'll have a face-off in the Great Lakes zone to the left of McCullen Hayes. Puck down, Great Lakes controls it, and they'll bring it in front of their net from the face-off. Good turn of speed there for Nimmer. Over the line, still has the puck on his backhand. He closes in, and behind the net, he still has possession. Looking for help, he throws it up the slot. Baker tried to flip one in front and lost possession. Here comes Pacific. Over the line, this is Abraham Brown closing in, shoots, save made by Hayes. Off to the far boards. Arsenault has it there along the far boards. Cross to the left, Bow closes in, and his shot goes over the top. And Arsenault again in the far corner. He's taken to the boards gently by Nimmer, but comes out with a puck, shoots, Hayes saves, rebound cleared. Puck to the left point. Here's a shot by Krompetich, and that goes off sticks and wide. Now Nimmer clears it over to the left side, and holding it in there is Arsenault again. Out of the corner, weaves past 1, 2, 3, and scores. What a goal. That is a super play by Luke Arsenault for Pacific. He scores his second goal of the game to make it 3-2. 6:27 is the time of the goal. Pardon me, 8:33. I do it by time elapsed. That's the way we're supposed to do it. 8:33, the time of the goal, and Arsenault makes it 3-2 for Pacific with a very nice individual effort and a nice piece of skill. All right, Arsenault's goal, unassisted goal at 8:33 of the second period. Stoltz throws a bump, and picking the puck up now for Great Lakes. Nimmer feeds the near side boards. Loose along the wall, 3-2 the score, Pacific, and this is a nip and tuck game. Here's a shot by Ross that doesn't get through. And Great Lakes is able to come out. They've got a 3-on-2 if they hustle, and that's one thing that they have had no problem with. Here they come, a centering pass. Rayfall shoots, save, rebound, and check that. It was not Rayfall. That was Catrano with the shot. Puck comes to the left circle, and now Pacific is able to get possession and bring it out to center. Swanson over the line. Swanson closes in on his backhand. He centers it for Ripka, and it's loose in the high slot. Stoltz throws it across. Ripka shoots, and I believe Hayes got a piece of that. Comes to the left corner, now behind the net. 5:10 to play in the second period. It's played ahead, and now a rink-wide pass to center will send Great Lakes away. And over the line, this is Curtis. He will take a shot that misses the net, rings the boards to the near side. 5 minutes to play in the second period, and a long pass to center. Gets past Smith, and now loose along the blue line. And Pacific will pick it up. Here they come back in over the line with Nagel, and they're offside, and they were offside on a line change, which was interesting, as Ripka was trying to get off, and he used the door to the bench that was offside. And when the puck was brought in, he had not reached the point he needed to yet, so the play is blown down as offside. Swoboda lost possession. Ripka shoots, save made. And a face-off coming up as McCullen Hayes makes the stop. 4:43 to go, second period, 3-2. Pacific is on top. Face-off won by Nagel, but it rolls and comes out to center. Here comes Great Lakes. Rayfall over the line. He looks to center. And Rayfall again in the near circle. Leaves a drop pass, and it's picked up and carried out to center, and here comes Pacific over the line. This is Smith. He lost it along the boards. Copeland is in to help out from the point position. Players from both teams along the wall, and it's dug out. Here comes Great Lakes. A pass, though, is on the wrong side of Jake Kanzinger and comes back to center. Here comes Nagel over the line. Takes a shot, and that was deflected behind the goal. Swoboda is after it for Great Lakes, but Pacific comes out with it anyway. Centering pass, point-blank save on a fine attempt by Smith. By Hayes. Copeland plays it down with the glove, and the puck goes back into the right corner of the Great Lakes zone. Swoboda reverses his field behind the net, and now he'll try again. Out the left side, and he'll bank it off the glass. It runs along the dasher boards and comes down to the right point, and it's picked up by Arsenault there. And here comes Great Lakes back. They have a 2-on-1. Over the line they come, and behind the play, the player was spoiled, and now we're going to get a penalty here. Aim was spoiled as he came in, but now we have a penalty coming, and it's going to go against Great Lakes. Time of the penalty is 11:39. Penalty is against Michael Mahoney. And Pacific back in a shot. Hayes makes the save. Rebound comes up the slot and comes to the left point, and three players smash into each other. Penalty is coming, and I think this will even things up. We have a hooking penalty coming up. And yes, that will even it up. Time of the penalty is 11:56. And it's going to be Grayson Bowe taking a seat in front of us. So we'll skate four aside for 1:44, and then a very brief power play for Great Lakes. All of this before the end of the second period. Pacific in possession, and they'll play it forward. Over the line comes Swanson. Cuts to the slot as he falls. There's another penalty coming. This one will go on Baker when he touches the puck, and once again, Pacific will go back on the power play.
Time of the Great Lakes penalty, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second period.
Well, it's not on Baker. I thought he was the one that was adjudged to be guilty, and it turns out the penalty is going against Jake Kanzinger. For tripping, time of the penalty is 12 minutes and 9 seconds. So we are back on the power play for Pacific. It's their third now, but it's going to be 4 against 3. Okay, here's Nagel at the left point, playing it down. 4 against 3. Behind the net, Swanson unable to get to it, and Great Lakes will break out with 3 men and just lay it all the way down the ice. That will be icing, though. With 2:32 to go in the period, we'll have a face-off back in the Great Lakes zone to the left of McCullen Hayes. We're going to play 4-on-3 for 1:11, then 4-on-4 for 17 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for 13 seconds, barring any more penalties. Puck rolls towards the slot, and Great Lakes able to clear it ahead. It comes past Landon Nagel and will go back into the zone, not far enough for icing, so Pacific will bring it back up the ice. Now here comes Swanson over the line. Swanson stops and falls along the near boards, but feeds the puck over, and here's Nagel. Check that, Stoltz. Now he centers and is going to slide back towards the point where it's held in by Arsenault. He is picked up there by Nimmer, who stole the puck off him, loose along the boards, and now it's poked towards the high slot area where it's picked up by Swanson. Swanson goes in deep, watched there by Nimmer behind the net, who took the puck right off his stick. Nimmer then flips it high in the air, and he put it out of play. So we'll get a face-off with 1:45 to go in the period. 24 seconds left in the 4-on-3. (3-2) Pacific here late in the second period, and a good opener for our 4 games from Bloomington Ice Garden here at the show 2019, sponsored by the Youth Hockey Hub. We're glad to have you along on the stream this afternoon. Of course, these games are archived, and you can see them on our YouTube channel as well. And we'll now, puck comes out to center ice, and Copeland is back for it. 10 seconds remaining in the 4-on-3. Here comes Pacific over the line. Now behind the goal, Ripka centers it. Shot. Saved by Hayes. That was well done. Now players ready to come out of the penalty box. 1 is out. Now there's 7 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And Pacific controlling in the offensive zone. 3-2-1. Now they're on a power play for the third time for 10 seconds. So it's 5-on-4 as we're under a minute to go in the first period. A centering pass bouncing there, and They're not able to clear it. Jake Kanzinger unable to get it out. Here's Copeland closing in as now teams go back to 5 aside. Copeland shoots wide to the left as the goaltender looks at it. And now Great Lakes able to pick it up, and here they come to center with Ray Fall. We have 42 seconds to go in the period. Ray Fall is over the line. Kinzinger to his right. He shoots, and a save made by Rodel, and we'll have a face-off in the Pacific zone with 36.8 seconds to play in the second period. Puck down. And Great Lakes controlling as Rayfall plays it down to the right corner in the Pacific zone. Less than 30 seconds to play in the period. And now Pacific breaks out down the near wing. Here's Nagel over the line. Nagel cuts in on goal, and then his stick is tied up before he can shoot. That was a nice defensive play there by Swoboda. Ross at the left point takes a shot. It's deflected, and Hayes put the glove down and managed to knock the puck past his left post. Loose in the left corner with 6 seconds to go in the period. Now behind the net, Great Lakes will steer it to safety in the right corner. And that will do it for the second period. And our score after 2 is Pacific 3, Great Lakes 2. 4 penalties in the game, 3 to Great Lakes. Pacific 0 for 3 on the power play. Great Lakes has not had a man advantages yet. But now we'll have a full intermission so we can resurface the ice. We'll come back in about 10 minutes with our third period. And our score is 3-2 Pacific. This is the show 2019 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Right back at the Bloomington Ice Gardens. We're getting ready for the start of the third period. It's Pacific leading Great Lakes 3-2 in a pool play game here at the Show 2019. Jeff Pappas with you, and I want to apologize. It turns out I have had a name wrong this entire tournament, and by golly, I hate when that happens. So I want to be sure that I have this right. Nathan Krellen from Pacific wears number 2. I'm sorry, young man. So we'll make it up to you, though, because we're going to give a shout out to your fan club in Calgary, Baba and Grandpa and Uncle Brian and Auntie Lori, watching on Youth Hockey Hub. Welcome, and I apologize for the error. I wish to plead humanity as we go into the third period. Our score is 3-2. Pacific is on top. Nobody in the penalty box, and now along the boards in the near corner, Great Lakes will try to break out. They're looking for their first win. Pacific is 1-2 in this event. Pass at center is picked off by Swanson, and he falls. Played towards the Great Lakes blue line, and now here they come down the far side, looking for another early goal like they got in the first period. Play is in the left corner, centering pass, finds the defenseman, and now it's backhanded ahead towards Smith at the blue line. He's got Swanson on his left as he crosses over the line. Smith comes to the near corner and stops, and leaves it down in the corner, and there's going to be a push and shove down there as Riker Swanson is in for Pacific along with a couple of gray shirts. Now Swanson goes down in the left corner, and Great Lakes will come up with the puck. Cleared ahead, and Arsenault backing up at the red line will diagonal a pass over, and here comes Gavin Smith over the line. He had it run off the end of his stick, and Great Lakes will come out 3 wide. Pass to the right, and they will carry it in over the line. And now Rayfall was impeded from getting to the puck. It's loose along the far boards now, and picked up. Carried out to center, chipped ahead by Krellen, and winds up back in his zone. Here comes Pacific. Pass up the middle is picked off, and it's on the tape of Great Lakes Wyatt Tower. And now here comes Krellen over the line. He takes a shot, and that is deflected wide. Now back for Pacific. Abraham Brown in the far corner. He tries to feed the point, and it comes on out to center, and here comes Great Lakes. And they come in over the line, and that is Liam Campbell going to the corner. He is surrounded by white shirts, fed around on the far side wall, and we get a whistle. And we've got penalties coming up here. 1 per side. He's going to take them both. 2:11, the time of the penalties. These will be coincidental minors. Abraham Brown is in the penalty box for Pacific. I'll get the announcement of the penalties, but they're both for roughing. .12:34 to play in regulation, and our score is 3-2. Pacific hanging on to a third period lead against a very game Great Lakes team, and now the pass rink wides into the zone, and it hopped the stick of Catrano. That is Liam Campbell. Now it's broken up at the Great Lakes line, and a pass out to center. Overskating it there was Guyette near the blue line. Copeland picks one off at the center stripe and now plays ahead, and chasing after it for Pacific is Caden Halliday in the corner. He goes down behind the goal. Now Park circling in the far corner with it. Park centers it, and Stoltz was unable to get a shot away. And now here comes Great Lakes back. Over the line, Baker cuts to the slot. It hits sticks, and now loose in the slot. Picked up and closing in, unable to lift his stick. He got a penalty coming, and now it's going to be a power play for Great Lakes, as Guyette was open in front, could not shoot as his stick was being held, and now he goes down behind the net, and a penalty is called. So first power play of the game coming up for Great Lakes. I think, and the officials are talking this over. And heading to the penalty box is Copeland for Pacific. Time on the penalty is 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And a power play for Great Lakes. It will be 5-on-4. Of course, the Miners against Brown and Campbell are coincidental, so they'll have to wait for the first stoppage after 4:11 into the period before they can come out. And they have 5 skaters on the ice, and they shouldn't. So they're killing off a penalty, and they came out with 5 skaters by accident. And now power play number 1 for Great Lakes. Puck down. And here they come over the line. This is Sakrisky cutting to the slot, lost possession. Comes to center point, held in along the blue line. And Sakrisky plays it down deep. Now Arsenault plays it behind the goal. He is in check from Sakrisky. Puck comes loose to the left edge, and now Sakrisky will go after it in the corner. He and Arsenault, and Sakrisky comes out with it. But now Arsenault reclaims possession behind the goal. He and Sakrisky go to the boards. There's probably 6 inches difference in height between those two. Puck comes rolling towards the circle. Swoboda, nice pass to center point, and a fan-on attempt there as Stoltz was able to break it up and clear it out to center. Swoboda will chase it down. 1:15 remaining on the power play. 10:37 to go in the third period. Here's Sakrisky over the line. He goes skate to stick and then lost possession of the puck to Swanson, who sweeps it to center as he is knocked in against the wall, and that's going to be a penalty. Oh boy, and you hope he's okay. Penalty is against Sakrisky. And the time of the penalty will be 4 minutes and 33 seconds, but the main thing is we're concerned about Riker Swanson. And they're going to get him up now. And he's a little woozy, so they're going to take him off and be darn careful with him. You can bet that. And now they have too few skaters on the ice. Pacific does. They get a fourth skater on, and it'll be 4 aside for 1:05, and then 55 seconds of power play for Pacific. 10:27 to go here in the third period. It is a roughing penalty. And Great Lakes will play it in. Lee chases it down. Rink wide's in his zone, 4 aside for another 45 seconds, and here's an outlet pass stolen away. It runs up the arm of the defender, and coming up for it was Mahoney, unable to shoot. But now Great Lakes is able to keep possession, and a bank pass looking for Kanzinger, and he fanned on it. Here they come 2-on-1. Abraham Brown, he's got Nagel on his right, and he swung wide, throws it in front, and Brown is unable to knock it home. Now it's cleared all the way down the ice, and we get an icing call against Great Lakes with 9:41 left in the third period. A 3-2 game for Pacific. And Pacific trying to win for the second time in this tournament in 4 games. Great Lakes has looked much better defensively than they did yesterday. Some hard work on their part today. There's no question about that. play behind the goal. 10 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Now it's cleared back to center ice and into the Pacific zone as Copeland steps on. They are at full strength, and they get a power play for 50 seconds here in the third. Pass in the middle on the wrong side of Nagel, but latching onto it is Brown. And he cuts to the slot. Now on his backhand, feeds over to the far circle. There's a shot, and they score! Pacific takes a 4-2 lead on the power play with 9 minutes and 4 seconds to play. That will bring Sakriski out of the box and bring the teams back to full strength. Now Smith brings it back in over the line. Played over to the far side boards, and Great Lakes now with work to do, trailing by 2 here in the third period. Puck comes to the left point, played down by Gavin Smith. And it's Ivan Krumpetich scoring on the power play. And Brown with the assist on the goal. 5:56 of the third period. Swoboda goes down in the Pacific zone, and taking it back behind the goal is Arsenault. Clears around on the far side, out to center, played back in with men trapped, and the whistle goes for an offside. Face off at neutral with 8:25 to play in the third period. 4-2 Pacific. Kropotich from Brown on the power play at 5:56. Coming up, our next game is South versus North America. That's scheduled to start at 4:15. Might be a little bit behind here as Great Lakes comes in. Here's a shot and a close-in save by Rodel on Liam Campbell, and we'll get a face-off in the Pacific zone with 8:18 to go. Rodel with a nice stop there. Hadn't seen a lot of rubber over the last 10 minutes or so. But he was called upon there to keep this a 2-goal game. And indeed he did. Nagel kicks the faceoff back to the left edge of his goal. It's in the crease area and steered to safety by Gavin Smith. Comes to the near boards. He's taken it against the boards by Jake Kanzinger. Now a centering pass, and it slides all the way through to the far corner. Picked up there and carried out. Pacific will bring it to center ice. Under 8 minutes to play now. And Great Lakes will come back. Down the near wing they come. And that's Kanzinger. Pass to the right. Nicely done. Shot from the high slot is blocked by Copeland. And now back comes Pacific to center. They'll shoot it into the zone. That's going to be an icing call as the lead pass was made from their own side of center ice. So it'll go all the way back into the Pacific zone for the faceoff with 7:36 left in the third period. There's a shot from the faceoff that sails over the glove of Rodel in the Pacific goal. And here comes Pacific to center. Park trying to tip it ahead, loose at neutral, and then shot into the Great Lakes zone to the left. Cleared to center. Now carried over the line, and Great Lakes will try again. Nimmer centers, shot, and it sails wide of the goal as the puck came up the slot for Baker. Trying to dig it out of the corner now, and it is laid ahead, and here comes Pacific over the line. This is Krellin, and he had it knocked off his stick as he tried to cut to the slot. Now loose at center, and Great Lakes will carry it in. Mahoney, as he falls, tries to play it forward and play it down at center ice into the referee's crease area. Now a pass going to be carried in by Rayfall. He'll swing wide to his right. Rayfall closes in. He shoots, and hugging the left post, Rodel makes the save to get the faceoff with 6:26 to go. And a faceoff coming up. Our evening session games tonight. East Coast and Manitoba will play at 6 o'clock, and then Midwest and North will close us out at 7:45 here from sheet number 1 at the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Play cleared on the near side, and Brown unable to get it out as Guyette takes a shot, save Rodel. It goes back behind the net. Swung around in the left corner. Arsenault goes after it, but he is not going to be able to get there. Here is a centering pass, and unable to swing and shoot there was Guyette. In the high slot, he tries to play it forward on his forehand, picked off by Brown, but some nice work at center will win the puck back higher up the ice for Great Lakes. Arsenault tries to clear it. Now it's centered. A shot. They score! Guyette scores for Great Lakes, and it is 4-3 with 5:51 left. Camden Guyette at 9 minutes and 9 seconds. And within one are Great Lakes. Puck down from the face-off, and now here comes Great Lakes. It's shot ahead by Swoboda. Copeland will chase it behind the net. Now it's picked up by Stoltz. And the center, it's between the skates of Smith and comes diagonally into the Great Lakes zone. Smith stayed after it, and he'll win the puck in the corner. Tries to go behind the net. Has possession. He looks to center it. It's loose near the right edge. And finally taken behind the net with 5:18 left. And a 4-3 game. Pass to center is in the skates of the forward Sakriski, and now back into the Great Lakes zone to the far side boards. Banked off the wall, and Great Lakes trying to clear their zone, and they will lay it out to center, and here they come 3 wide. Over the line, it's Mahoney, and he tries to kick it to his stick and is having trouble there. Now Mahoney, puck goes in against the boards. He and Stoltz battle for it, and now the puck's still in against the wall. Now it's dug out by Sakriski. Left point it comes. And after it is Curtis. He feeds the right circle. There's a shot and a save, and a rebound is chopped at. And it goes high in the air, and it's chopped over the top of the goal as Mahoney with an opportunity. Here's a shot from the left circle, loose in front, and it's underneath the goaltender. Rodel made a big stop there, and now doesn't matter what the age. Sometimes you just need to push and shove after a sequence like that, and that's the case here. So we'll have a face-off in the Pacific zone with 4:28 to play in the third period. Pacific hanging on to a 4-3 lead. Guyette with the goal at 9:09 has put Great Lakes within striking distance. Comes out to center, and here's Swanson on the fly. Over the line, Swanson poke-checked away from him at the last moment, but he follows it to the near side boards. Still has the puck in the corner. Swanson now centers it, and it's picked up. Here comes Great Lakes. Over the line they come. And cutting towards the net there was Cade Strom. Now the puck is shot all the way back into the Great Lakes zone, and it's not going to go far enough for an icing, so they will have to go behind their net with under 4 minutes to go. Baker tips a pass to center, loose right on the blue line. Now Krellin will play it forward, and he tips it back into the zone deep and then chases after it himself. Puck cleared off to the far boards, and Arsenault has it. And it's played ahead. Here comes Great Lakes back. Campbell over the line. Puts on the brakes as he falls. Puck behind the net now with 3:20 left. And Pacific is able to play it ahead. They come out to center, and here's Park. At the red line, Park carries it over the Great Lakes blue line. Now takes it to the circle. Park closes in. He goes down. And it's picked up in the left corner. Outlet pass is picked up there by Grayson Bowe, but only momentarily. Loose along the far boards. A spin and shoot comes through to the near circle. 2:57 left. Here comes Great Lakes down the near wing. It is picked up by Nimmer. Cuts to the slot. Here's Sakriski along the far boards. He had it taken off his stick, and it comes back out to center. Nimmer after it with 2:44 to go, and Great Lakes will come back in. Sakriski played it past Nagel. Loose in the slot. Penalty coming. And puck is picked up, and there's going to be a late power play for Great Lakes. A hooking penalty is indicated at 12:26 of the third period. Holding is the call, to be exact, and heading to the penalty box is Abraham Brown. And now they're going to take their timeout. With 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go, the Great Lakes team will take its timeout and talk this over. They have a late power play and at the right moment for them.
Against Team Pacific's number 11, Abraham Brown. 2 minutes for holding. Timely minor penalty. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the third period. Brown for holding at 2:34.
Well, we'll see what they have up their sleeve. They'll set up a play. They're going to have an offensive zone face-off after the penalty. And this might be their moment. Pacific 0-3, or excuse me, Great Lakes 0-3 coming in. Pacific 1-2. This is the only game for both of these teams today. Both played twice yesterday. Here's a shot from the faceoff, and a save made there on Rayfall's opportunity. Puck is picked up and cleared. It'll come all the way down the ice, and that will be icing, which took 10 seconds off the power play, and we'll go all the way back again to the left of Corbin Rodel for the faceoff in the Pacific zone. Puck down. Off to the far boards and now picked up and cleared to center. And here comes Smith. He goes down at the blue line and back comes Great Lakes over the line. Centering pass. Puck is bouncing. Sakriski shoots, doesn't get there. And now they'll set up the power play as bodies are flying everywhere. Here's a shot. That doesn't get through. Follow up, and that one does, and Rodel makes the save. Face-off coming up to his right. 1:24 in the power play. 1:58 to play in regulation time. 4-3 is the score of this game. And Pacific trying to get this power play killed off. And the goaltender has been pulled as well. Hayes is off. It's a 6-on-4 power play. And from the face-off, here's a shot and a toe save as it was direction changed on the way to him. Mahoney had the initial shot, and it comes out to center. It's picked up there by Swanson, and he will ice the puck. No, they said he did it from the correct side of center ice. And Great Lakes will carry it up the middle. Stoltz, and he goes down at center ice. And now here comes a 4-on-2 for Great Lakes. Over the line. And now it's played down deep. They'll hustle after it. 57 seconds to play in the power play. Two gray shirts behind the net. It is 6-on-4 as the goaltender has been pulled. Now down to 1:18 to go, trying to get him to play it behind the net. Now Great Lakes does get possession. Comes up to the slot. Here's a shot. They score! And the game is tied. And Great Lakes has tied the game on the power play with 1:05 to go. 13:55 is the time of the goal. A power play goal for Great Lakes. And we are even at 4 with 1:05 left in regulation time. Well, play back to the Pacific blue line. Stoltz has the puck. Now played into the zone. Here's a shot. and a glove catch on a low shot by Nagel, and McCullen Hayes makes the stop to keep us tied with 47 seconds to play. .43 seconds now as the puck comes to the left point. Ross takes a shot. Oh, it's off the crossbar. And it was Nimmer, Camden Nimmer, scoring the power play goal. Nimmer on the power play. Kinzinger on the assist. We have another penalty coming here with 15 seconds to play. And the puck is now blown dead, and we have a high stick. And it's going to be against Pacific, and it's going to be against Brown again, a high sticking penalty. Time of the penalty is 14:48, and once again the goaltender will come off. Six against four again. Sakriski on the faceoff, and Stoltz has been tossed out as Pacific lost its centerman, and now Krellin will come in and draw. And the puck down. Great Lakes gets it. They'll feed the right point. Nimmer takes the shot, and it floats wide. 4 seconds to go, and it's played out to center, and that will be it for regulation time. With a score tied 4-4, Great Lakes will go to overtime. So what'll happen is ordinarily when you have a 3-on-3 power play, or a 3-on-3 overtime, I should say, you can't have fewer than 3 skaters. So what'll happen is this will be a 4-on-3 overtime power play. And then at the conclusion of that power play, they'll be allowed a 4th skater until a stoppage, and then both teams will go back to 3-on-3. And if we're still tied after the overtime period, then we'll have a shootout, a 3-rounder to determine our first winner here today. So Great Lakes came up with a special effort. They scored 2 goals in the second half of the third period, trailing 4-2, and got the tying goal on the power play. Camden Nimmer, with 1:05 to go, has us even at 4. We head to overtime for the second time that I'm aware of in this tournament. Second game I've called that's gone overtime. The first one yesterday, Great Plains and Manitoba wound up a 7-6 game, which was about as entertaining a youth game as I think you'll see anywhere. It was a super hockey game. And as such, this one has been just as good in its way. This will start 4-on-3. Brown comes to the penalty box for 1:49. He will be allowed back on the ice without a power play goal, of course. And then the teams again would skate four-side until a stoppage. Power play for Great Lakes, their third, as overtime commences. Here we go. 4:52 to go. And over the line they come. Up the slot, backhanded shot, goes wide of the goal. Initial shot taken by Rayfall. Now the puck is picked up and cleared to the near side, and Ross will shoot it, and it's played down with a glove neatly by Nimmer for the Great Lakes, and back they come through center, over the line. Shot, that's actually Mahoney, excuse me. Mahoney takes the shot, blocker pad save by Rodel. Goes behind the goal, cleared around on the far side. Rayfall is going to get there at the blue line. Cuts around a man, Rayfall trying to get to his backhand, and now feeds the puck over. That's Nimmer. Shot is knocked down out of the air with a high stick by Sakriski, but it's played by the defense, so they'll keep play going. Now picked up and shot between the point men all the way down the ice. That will be icing. No, it will not be icing. So they waved it off. 48 seconds in the power play, and Great Lakes' Oliver Curtis comes up. Left wing pass for Sakriski over the line. Sakriski stops the circle and try to drop pass to the point. And now it's played out to center, and turning with it there is Rayfall. Back he comes, 30 in the power play, leaves a drop pass, and then dropped his stick. And it's picked up now by Riker Swanson. Works to his right. Swanson over the Great Lakes line. Cuts past a man. Swanson then had to run off the end of his stick. Looks to center. Hits the back of the net. Picked up by Great Lakes with 14 seconds in their power play. And up the middle they come. 3:23 to go, and over the line they come. Nimmer works to his right. He shoots, and it goes off the goaltender's glove and over the top. Sakriski behind the net centers. And it comes out to center ice. Brown is back. The teams are at full strength, and Brown looks to take over the puck, and they'll play 4 aside until the next stoppage. Now, here comes Great Lakes. Over the line, Sakriski, and it's offside. There's your stoppage. And now the teams will take one player off the ice apiece. And with 2:58 to go in overtime, we'll go to 3 aside for the duration. Barring any additional penalties. So 3 aside, Sakriski will face off against Landon Nagel. Hard-fought contest here at the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Face-off win for Pacific, and Copeland takes it back into his zone. Left side to Smith, and down the wing he comes. He plays it ahead. It'll come into the Great Lakes zone and go wide of the net for an icing call. And back we go for a face-off in the Pacific zone. And the officials are going to congregate here and have a little discussion. Face-off is being moved, and they're explaining it now to the Great Lakes coaching staff. Face-off's going to come back to the right of the goal. Puck down. And here comes Great Lakes. 2:41 to go. And Sakriski unable to bring the puck in. Here comes Smith back. Over the line. Back behind the goal. Great Lakes gains possession. 2:29 left. 3-on-3. River Hockey is over the line they come. And no infraction there. Sakriski tries to pick up the puck. And back comes Pacific. They have a 2-on-1. Sakriski trying to get back into the play. A centering pass, a shot, and a save made on Gavin Smith. And a face-off coming up in the Great Lakes zone with 2:08 left in the overtime. Good stuff here. And Pacific players slow to get up. And that was Smith, the shooter, and he might have turned his ankle there. He's getting some assistance off the ice. Face-off coming up now to the left of the Great Lakes goal. McCullen Hayes may be about to face an overtime session along with his counterpart Corbin Rodel. Face off to his left with 2:08 left in overtime. Puck down. And Pacific gains possession. Arsenal plays it down to the near circle. Centering pass, comes across, and unable to tip it home was Ripka, who has to come back for it. It's loose along the boards. He goes to the boards along with Nimmer, and now around to the near side. Spinning, shooting, save made, rebound, and a backhanded shot is lifted over the top of the goal. Now a centering pass is tipped in the high slot. That was Krellin with a chance. He takes a shot and a save made. Goaltender looking behind him. A good chance there for Nathan Krellin. And he was unable to pick a corner. That's what I think he was looking to do there, but McCullen Hayes had the answer, and 1:28 to play in the overtime. Face-off coming up in the Great Lakes zone to the right of McCullen Hayes. Puck down, and it's played to the near side. Great Lakes will get possession. Spinning with it there, Kyle Kanzinger. And a pass to the right. And a giveaway. Here comes Riker Swanson going in on goal, and he pushed it wide. Picked up now by Great Lakes, and they come out. They have a 2-against-2. Both the defensemen are back. Here comes Sakrisky over the line. Sakrisky forced wide. He's looking for some help. He falls in against the boards last minute of the overtime session, and now here comes Pacific back. Swanson down the near wing. He's taken in against the boards by Nimmer. Now back in the zone. Nimmer goes after it in the left corner, and after it, we're going to get a whistle as he and Swanson went in against the boards. And we have another player down. And I think that's Swanson, as he was taken in against the boards by Nimmer. So we'll see here. He took a pretty heavy tumble there. So a couple of players for Pacific have been nicked up here in the overtime. Gavin Smith had to have some help coming off, and now I believe that's Riker Swanson down there. I can't see it because the boards are blocking my view, but I believe that's who it was. A shoulder to shoulder as he went in against the boards. And he's getting up under his own power, so good for him. And he is going to go to the dressing room. Copeland has a word for him as he heads off the ice, but he is going to go to the dressing room. And will be met there by the medical staff. 3-on-3, 46 seconds to play. And Stoltz plays it into the Great Lakes zone. And now they'll come out. Pass up the middle is too far for the receiver Kyle Kanzinger. Now behind the goal, Arsenault has it, puts on the brakes with 30 seconds to go. Behind the net, Arsenault faked it. Now it comes to the near side. They'll break out 2-against-2. Stoltz along past the center, tipped, but onto the stick. And Nagel closes in. Penalty is coming. It's loose. Here's a shot and a save made. With 13 seconds to go, a hooking penalty is coming. Stoltz had a shot on goal, and Hayes was able to take that between the pads. Penalty coming. Hook is indicated. And that comes at 4 minutes and 46 seconds of overtime, and it is against Sakrisky. So we will have a timeout taken now by Pacific before they go on their 5th power play with 14 seconds left in overtime. And after that, we'll go to a shootout to determine the winner of this game.
A minor penalty assessed against Team Great Lakes.
Any way you slice it, it's going to be the first points of the tournament for Great Lakes. Whether they get an overtime win or an overtime loss will matter not. They'll get at least 1 point out of this. And they deserve it the way they played. It's been a good game. Both of these teams going at it snoot to snoot, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game afterwards. And at this point in time, you could pick any one of a number of different candidates for that. Face-off coming to the left of McCullen Hayes. It's going to be 4-on-3 for the rest of this overtime. Puck is down. Nagel wins the face-off. Cross to the left point, closing in. Arsenault throws it across, and it didn't connect with 5 seconds to go. Coming out of the corner now, a centering pass for Nagel, and it's going to be steered out, and that'll do it. We'll have a shootout for the first time in this tournament. And the overtime ends 4-4. So it's a 3-player shootout. So each of these teams guaranteed a point, and we'll see who is designated by their coaches to take part. All right. Hayes is out. And now he's not. So he's ready to get started, but nobody else was. So maybe discretion is the better part of valor here, so he will go back to his bench. So we are going to be behind schedule here. Our next game was supposed to start at 4:15. Obviously, that will not happen. South versus North America, so we're going to be shoved back probably 20 minutes or so on our timetable. So I believe on over-the-air television they call that a programming note. So that's what we'll call that here. All right, the goaltenders are ready. And it'll be Great Lakes to shoot first, I believe. And it will be Dylan Rafal, who's had a good game for them. Penalty shot rules. Puck must be kept in motion towards the goal at all times. And it's Rafal against Rodel. Scores. And Great Lakes takes a 1-0 lead, NHL-style shootout, so it's 3 rounds, barring of course an insurmountable lead. And it'll be Luke Arsenault to come for Pacific for their first attempt against McCullen Hayes, and here he comes. Arsenault with 2 goals today. Arsenault closes in and he scores. He faked the goaltender down and swept it past him. Arsenault ties the game, or the shootout, at 1 apiece, and he shows his pleasure. Now, shooter number 2. Michael Mahoney. And a save made. Mahoney is stopped by Corbin Rodel. Second shooter coming up for Pacific. And it's Stoltz, Caden Stoltz. And he is stopped. And we remain tied at 1 as we go to the third round. And Rodel now will have the opportunity to be hero for his team. And a score there for Wyatt Tower of Great Lakes. 2-1. And that will leave it up to Eugene Park against McCullen Hayes. No, it's Brown, excuse me, Abraham Brown. Closing in. Brown scores to tie it. And we go on. It's 2-2 after 3 rounds of the shootout, so now it is sudden death. Fourth round of the shootout for Great Lakes. Oh, and a miss there for Kyle Kanzinger of Great Lakes. Had the goaltender down, but fanned on the shot. And now McCullen Hayes will face Caden Stoltz. Stoltz backhanded shot is saved, and we go on. Teams have alternated goals and saves in each round throughout. No goal. Jake Kanzinger. He hit the crossbar, and that will leave it again in the hands of Pacific's Eric Ripka. Ripka dekes, and he is stopped by McCullen Hayes. We continue on, still 2-2. And it'll be Liam Campbell for Great Lakes. Campbell goes in, fakes the slap shot, dekes, and he missed the net to the right. And again, a chance to win it for Pacific. And this is Grayson Bowe. Shoots. And he is stopped. 3 straight unsuccessful attempts for each team here as the goaltenders are showing the way. Shootout is now in round 7. And this is Cade Strom. He shoots and he is stopped. And now out for Pacific is Caden Halliday. Full head of steam. Here comes Halliday. In on the goaltender. He shoots and he is stopped by Hayes. Round number 8. And both teams for the next game are sitting at the edge of the glass watching this one with great interest. And here comes off the post, Jake Kanzinger. Now we'll see again. This is going to be the 5th try for Pacific to win this one, and it's Miles Copeland to take the shot. And he is stopped. Round 9. If they get far enough, do they make the goalies shoot against each other? I think it'd be fun. And of course, you have to go through your roster here before you might be able to have another try. And a save made on Catrano. Another opportunity for Pacific to win this one. And this is Park. I thought it was him on the 3rd opportunity, but it was Brown. Here comes Eugene Park. And he is stopped. The goaltenders reign supreme. 6 straight unsuccessful attempts for both teams. We're in round 10. And here comes Great Lakes in round 10. And that is, where is it? It's stopped on the goal line by Curtis, who took the shot, and Corbin Rodel stopped him. And here is Nathan Krellin. His opportunity to win it. Krellin backhand shoots, and he is stopped. Round 11. Onward we go. The goaltenders are red hot. They've both stopped 7 in a row. And for Great Lakes, it's Camden Guyette. And he stopped. Actually, that was Catrano, my error. And he is stopped. Now Pacific with another opportunity to win this. And this is Gavin Smith. Shoots, and he is stopped by Hayes. How about round 12? Terrific shootout, no question about that, but one wonders which one of these teams would be the first one to break through. And a save. I believe that was Dawson Ball, number 2 for Great Lakes, a tucked-in jersey. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Now Pacific with another chance to win it. Declan Lee. Oh, he had to pull the puck back to his backhand. And the officials are going to talk about it. He pulled to his backhand, but the puck was poke checked away, and they say no goal, no shot. And we continue on to round 13. And this game's drawing a crowd back on the behind the glass here, out by the foyer. 13-round shootout. Here comes Swoboda. Deeks shoots, stopped. Another opportunity for Pacific to win the shootout. And it's David Ross. Shoots, oh, and then he had to come off the end of his stick. He had the goaltender going the wrong way. Then had it dribble off the end of his stick. Round 14, and we've passed the baker's dozen. And for Great Lakes, it'll be Guyette. He scores, he picked the top corner. Camden Guyette, and is he happy? Bottom of the 14th. Krompetich shoots, he scores! And we continue on. Both teams score in the 14th round of the shootout. And onward we go. Rayfall, we're back to the top. Both of the teams have used all their skaters, so now Rayfall is back. He was the first shooter. And he scores. Now at least Great Lakes has used all of its players. Rayfall with his second opportunity in this shootout. Harshdeep Sarma still has to shoot for Pacific, and here he comes, and he needs to score. And no, he backed up. He scored, but he did not keep the puck moving forward towards the goal. It is no goal, and Great Lakes has won the shootout in 15 rounds, 4-3. The officials called it immediately. The puck must be kept in forward motion towards the goal at all times in the shootout. And Sarma pulled it back, and as a result, it is no shot, and Great Lakes wins 5-4 in the shootout. Actually 4-3 in the shootout, but 5-4 on the scoreboard. And they improve. They get an overtime win, and the goaltenders are first in line as they should be. How about McCullen Hayes? That's my player of the game for Great Lakes. He made 12 saves on 15 shots in the shootout, 10 in a row. And we'll wrap up from here. And a win for Great Lakes in a shootout, 5-4. And that'll do it for us. We're back with more in a few minutes. It'll be South versus North America. You enjoying the show? 29.